You say Christmas sweater day?
Yeah, like you guys got two cream, looking like the best
This
man.
is
His
great.
is gray. His is gray. It's the lighting in this room that is confusing everybody.
Yeah, it looks like you
here-
guys are on a set of Best Man.
No, that's not bad. I'll take that.
Shout out, best man. Not the
You're
biggest fan
Shamar.
of
I don't
Best
think Shamar Moore's in it, but you're Shamar Moore.
He's definitely not in it.
No,
He
he's
was
not
in-
in it.
he was in
But I
Four
know
Brothers.
Morris Chestnut
No,
is in it.
Brothers.
The brothers.
The
brother.
brothers. The brothers. Yep, the brothers.
Brothers. He's also. I've been telling Damien, the wife has been watching SWAT lately. He does a good job in SWAT. Shamar Moore does a really good job.
He does.
He is
He also does a really good job. Well, actually, he doesn't do a really good job when the Eagles need a drive to score a touchdown. That's when he's not at his best. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Shamar Moore. That's Jalen Hurts.
I think Jalen Hurts is better looking than Shamar Moore.
They don't look alike. You think they look the same?
They got the same vibes.
No, I told you what
They got
happened
the same vibe.
when I told you what happened when I said, "Oh yeah, the ladies love Jalen Hurts" to Katie, and she looked him up and just went, "Oh, like okay."
Jalen Hurts, he got 100% approval rating.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard nobody say bad thing.
The
about
only
him.
time he had a low approval rating was when he had that nasty like line up with the dreads, starting like
That
you'll
was
never
college year.
find.
Yeah, it was starting way too far back.
You didn't
But he
even
kept
know he
the
was
hairline,
handsome
though.
until he got that stuff out of the way.
Hey, kept the hairline.
Well, sometimes you just need a couple of bucks. You can get a lot better looking when you get.
Well, he had him at Alabama. He wasn't.
Well, that's the shoot.
He wasn't.
That's the
poor.
shoot.
But
That's
not
the shoot.
Soul Train Shamar Moore and Jalen Hurts are kind of locked in. Soul Train.
All right. They're both pretty. That's for sure.
You see it? They do it all the
Jalen
time.
need to do like some skincare like advertisement or something like.
They do it all the time on Twitter. They do it for other athletes too. But this one always gets me is when they'll be like, "Hey, Jalen, the Bears are beating us right now. We need a touchdown." And then they go Jalen Hurts and they show clips of Shamar Moore on Soul Train dancing. It'd be cracking me up every time, man.
We're not on the air right now, right?
Yes, we very
are.
much are.
This whole time you didn't even
Well, when Damien came back,
that's why I said
you didn't even count us back in.
I've never counted you back
You
in.
never
When have I
said,
ever-
like, listen, I wouldn't have left the room. I thought we were just waiting for the commercial break to come back up.
No, Jesse
well, you
said,
usually come
What
on
a
when we're
horrible
on the air.
intro. What a horrible, hey, welcome into the show. This is D-Lo and Casey, 1320. Yes,
I'm
again.
sorry, is this your first day here?
Well, this might be her first time like this. When she comes on, we're
I
usually
usually you're already on the air.
Hmm.
I don't come on
Very
during the
funny.
break usually.
Okay, well, so why are you getting so upset with us?
I don't know.
Oh, are you okay?
I don't know. I think I have some moisturizers still kind of. There we go. We're
It's a
good.
great
good.
camera, but I can't see anything.
Yeah, you're terrific.
All
How
right.
was Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was good. I think I have decided to leave turkey forever. I'm out.
Mhm.
If I can't get on board after those turkey wings I made, they were fire.
Mm.
And I still was like, I'm good, really.
Okay.
Then I
Okay.
think it's time for prime rib.
Oh, there you go. I feel
Nobody
that's Christmas vibes. I'm with
besmirches
it.
prime rib.
I'm with that.
No, that's not bad at all. I'm gonna stay traditional, and turkey can stay for Thanksgiving. It's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay. I had some good ham too.
Mhm.
I went for seconds and thirds on the ham. Didn't do that for the turkey, but I had some turkey. It's okay.
Okay.
A lot of news, and we're just kind of like slow playing all this news.
Well, let's talk Giannis then. You want to start there? You want to start with Chris Paul? Where do you want to start?
No, Giannis, because I think the first
Okay.
thing that I think to myself is, I posted this on Twitter right before I came on. De'Aaron, get ready for cheese curds and first down coats and having to worry about your ring camera going off in the middle of your hit.
Yeah, that was De'Aaron was our first conversation. Casey got reluctant. He pitched a different scenario, but we got to.
I get it. I'm with it. I'm not sure if they have to.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure if San Antonio.
How do you make the money work?
they got money on the books already between like Harrison, Vassell, and Keldon Johnson. And if you do that type of deal and just load up the Bucks with picks, I think that's an option.
I'm going to select some teams and we can make I don't think that will work. I don't think that the money can work that way. Honestly.
Well, James said the money does work. It's like James
Does
said
it?
Steph Castle, Vassell, and Keldon work financially.
My argument was you'd strip your depth that way.
Definitely.
And in a race against Oklahoma City, you need Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes playing really well without Victor Wembanyama. You know, him and De'Aaron have played really well. You need those strong. You need Keldon Johnson.
You don't need Keldon and Harrison.
Okay, fine.
That's why I said in that situation, it's one of them going with Vassell.
Okay.
Well, the money doesn't work with just those two.
Throw in a Sohan in there. Sohan.
Oh, it does. It does. My bad. There was just an issue with the Spotrac. Yeah, no, it's good. It works just that way. That's 4. You need 4 probably first round picks with that then.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And they have them.
And they have
it's not even theirs.
Yeah, right. Like, whose do you want? We have plenty to give away.
Vassell is cooking, though. He looks really good right now. You guys know how I feel about Devin Vassell. He was the one that I was hoping would come back in the De'Aaron Fox trade.
I like that.
I like him as a bucket getter. Certainly more than I like, Zach LaVine's punk ass.
Oh,
damn.
Oh,
how did we get there?
Well, because we didn't talk about the fan that he got into it with, where he's screaming racial slur vicinities his way multiple times for not playing any defense.
That's an exaggeration.
It is an exaggeration, but he did do that in like the letter of the law. He did do that.
I thought both of them were.
You mean Zach did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but come on, Trysta.
I thought.
Don't white woman this thing up. Stop it.
I thought, TK, we talked about it before. I thought both of them were perfectly fine. I thought Devlin was fine for saying what he said, and he wasn't disrespectful with what he said. And Zach, I ain't gonna say it all, but he said, "All right, go home. Go home. Get out of here. If you don't have a problem,
but
go
you
home."
can't, like, if you're not playing defense and the fans like trying to hold you accountable, for you to say go home is, like, to me, very punk. That's a punk move.
Man, if you talk to me in that at my work setting in that way, this isn't a one-way street. Once you open up the door, it is a two-way street. I can talk to you too. I can talk to you too. And if you don't like it, don't talk to me then.
Draymond got into my comments again.
Again?
Oh,
yeah.
What is he saying now?
What was this one for?
I was making a joke and it wasn't like written right about like LaMelo getting out of there of Charlotte, and the clip was old. And so it looked like I was trying to make it seem like it was right now, but it was like PJ was on the team and Book Knight was on the team. But it was really like kind of like POV live look at how things are looking in Charlotte for LaMelo. And Draymond, this video doesn't have nothing to do with Draymond. And Draymond goes, "This is such bad reporting. This video is old." Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, LOL. And I'm like, what are you doing?
That is bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Draymond Green versus Trysta Krick is easily the strangest thing to come out of 2025.
I don't even respond back, really. I'm just like, okay.
That's so strange. That is so strange.
Tell him to do what Zach LaVine told Devlin to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's a two-way street. No, I think in general, if De'Aaron Fox got traded to Milwaukee, that's what I would want if I was Milwaukee. I would want a player of that caliber. And I think it would be sweet justice for a guy who says he only wants to go to San Antonio and just got his extension. And like literally February comes, there's first time he's trade eligible. And it's like, sorry, ain't no loyalty in this business. See you later.
Wouldn't you ask? Okay, let me ask you this if you're San Antonio.
Yep.
What if they said, no, sweetie, we don't want De'Aaron Fox. You can keep that. This is a good acquisition, right? We want Dylan Harper.
And so then you say, okay, it'll be Dylan Harper.
And then whatever makes the money work.
And whatever makes the money work.
Do you do it?
Yeah, I think you do it.
I
think
think you
you do
do
it.
too. We had a discussion. I said Dylan Harper, outside of Wemby, obviously, is the last resort for San Antonio. If they ask for Dylan Harper, I'm gonna just
I
start.
think
Well,
Steph
what
Castle
you
as
think
well.
about Steph? Like, what would you think? I would offer them Steph Castle before I'd offer Dylan Harper.
Really? Explain why.
I think Dylan Harper. I think he the truth. Like, he is not saying he's this good, but like Cade Cunningham like player.
Mhm.
I think Steph is really good. Steph Castle is really good. I think he could be an all-star. I'm more convinced Dylan can be an all-star than Stephon Castle.
Well, but you already have an all-star in De'Aaron Fox. So why would you want a guy that may or may not be an all-star versus a guy who is an all-star? Just money? You don't have anybody making any money. So it really doesn't matter. The cap situation is fine with him if he's on the books. You have a marquee guy that will put butts in seats, at least will be exciting.
Well, just because like I said, I think Harper is a better player than Castle. So I'd
No, but I
want
mean, like, do you think Harper is a better player than De'Aaron Fox? Like, do you think
I
that
think
his
he will
upside
be.
is higher?
Yeah, I think he will be, like, in 5 years.
Yeah.
And then I'll trade
Dylan
at
really
that point.
could wind up being a 1. I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that's going to work with San Antonio, but
Like, that's a long way of saying I think that's your future. Dylan and Wemby. That's your 2.
but is that future strong enough to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder?
I mean, not by themselves, obviously, but like they'll like having Steph
Is it
there or
stronger?
having De'Aaron
Is
or
it
having
stronger
Giannis
to have and this I think is the question, TK, is it stronger to have Wemby, Castle, and Giannis? And then whatever, the rest of the roster looks like. Or I guess in this situation, De'Aaron's there too.
Yeah.
in a pinch, if you made me, I'd trade Dylan because I got a chance with Giannis to win multiple right now.
Right
But
now.
like I
Right
said,
now.
I would go through everybody. I would try every other scenario on the roster.
Maturation process for Dylan to get to the place that De'Aaron Fox is you said a half of a decade. I don't think Wemby wants to wait 5 years. I know Giannis doesn't want to wait 5 years. It feels like everybody's kind of got to be pretty much ready from the oven. Like there can't be half-baked rolls playing next to Giannis. The question that I have though, really, is whether Giannis would cede power to anyone. Would cede being the heliocentric offensive engine to anyone, even a guy as powerful and has as much gravity as Wemby and or De'Aaron Fox and or Steph Castle. Like Giannis wants to have the ball in his hand as the primary creator. Jason Kidd created a monster and also an MVP, but like that's what Giannis has gotten into his head is his like best way of functioning in an offense. I don't think he knows how to play any other way.
Let me ask both of you guys a question. Today, on December 3rd, 2025, and even on June 3rd, 2026, should he cede any of that to anybody?
Yes.
He's better than all of them today.
No.
So
he's a better player. He's the best player.
Giannis is still a top 2 or 3 player in the league.
Yeah.
So give me the damn ball. It's my team.
Here's the how does that, sweetie? How does that work out? When you have another star next to you, what happens with your team? You don't win. You flame out in the playoffs. You guys look messy. You have more injury risk because you have the ball in your hands so much. And we already know you've got so many lower leg injuries that you've been contending with. You need to think about how, not your ego and who's the best player, but what is the way that this offense can function as a well-oiled machine the best? And that sometimes, as Kevin Durant has said, sometimes that's pushing the bus, sometimes that's being on the back of the bus, sometimes that's being on the front of the bus, but it's not I go, you go, I go, you go.
Right. But what I'm saying is in 3 years, in 2 years, in a year, that might be enough to get us to win. Right now, you're not talking to Wemby, Steph, De'Aaron. You're not ready to take down OKC with running it through you. You're not ready. You're not there yet. If you were, they wouldn't be bringing me here.
Are you sure Wemby's not?
I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I don't think he's ready today. Once again, if
The
they
other
were,
references are fine. Wemby's.
if they were, they wouldn't be bringing me in here.
No,
If he
that's
were
not
ready,
true.
if they were,
That's not true.
if they were ready to beat OKC today,
Well, but that's the
they would
different
give up to go
story.
get
You're
Giannis.
conflating two different points. Is this team complete enough to beat OKC? No. Does that mean that the thing that they're missing is Giannis bringing the ball up and dribbling a bajillion times and running the offense through him? No. What it is you want a guy that like has the ability to be defensive player of the year caliber, that can go out and get you 30 and 15 and 6, but not that you have to have him run the offense 24/7. I'd like Giannis to, I don't know, back cut every once in a while. Like maybe post up every once in a while. Do the things that are like normal for your body type. You're that big and that strong with that little of a bag, with players who have a better bag than you, and you demand the ball at all times. I think that's nonsense.
Well, also I'm not saying he should be bringing the ball up, doing everything he did in Milwaukee.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I just think he's the best player on that team if he goes there at that moment.
Yeah, if there's 15 seconds left on the clock, I mean, you got the free throws to contend with as well. That's a big issue for Giannis. But you probably are saying Giannis is the player. Okay, so we'll just say a minute left on the clock. You probably give the ball. You say, yeah, Giannis, you can have the ball in that situation. Well, you're a go-to guy. Like we're going ISO on you. But this isolation, heavy, heliocentric, Giannis-centered offense, I think is whack. And I think it vastly lowers the ceiling of any team that Giannis is on based on his oversized ego.
Damn. So no one should trade for him then?
I think you should have a conversation about, hey, do you recognize why things didn't really work with you and Damian Lillard? Do you realize that Damian Lillard is a better ball handler, primary creator, shooter, almost everything offensively better than you? He is, Damian Lillard. But it was never working because Giannis wanted the ball, and he made it a thing, and it created friction. And Dame, I'm gonna hold water for Dame right now.
You ain't lying. Jesus Christ! Do not hurt yourself during this segment.
took a back seat for Giannis to get what Giannis wanted, because it was Giannis's team. If he goes to San Antonio, it's no longer Giannis's team. It's Wemby's team.
Also, that's also not fair. Weren't they both hurt the last 2 years they played in the playoffs?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
But it wasn't like, okay, but it wasn't like they were playing particularly well. It wasn't like the offense was as potent as we saw. Yes, like points per possession. Yes, they were the quote unquote hottest duo in the league, but they had significant issues in a variety of different ways where the offense looked very clunky. It looked very I go, you go. I'm not sure who should have the ball in the fourth quarter during crunch time. And so like that part needs to get ironed out, I think, before a team trades for Giannis. Like that conversation, you need to see if he has awareness and any appetite to change how he's willing to play for someone else. And that's like what Kevin Durant did so well when he went to Golden State. He's changed how he played.
Can I play a little devil's advocate let me hold a little water for Giannis, just a little bit?
All right.
Doesn't need more advocates.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't he do that a little bit when you talk about crunch time, when you talk about stuff like that, when Chris Middleton was in his prime? Chris Middleton was taking big shots in those moments too. And Giannis recognized he didn't have a problem at that point, at least not that I know of.
I think that happened a lot when Giannis drew too, not when like, hey, Chris, go to work.
So, but he would draw too, and he would make the right play to get the ball to Chris. Like my point is.
So, let's play that out then. Do you trust Wemby, De'Aaron, and Steph Castle to be elite catch and shoot deep shooters? Is that like where they thrive, or like catch and immediately spring into action? Or do they need some time to get rhythm and get busy?
Fox, no. Steph, no. Wemby, no. but he's shown that he can miss a three and tip slam. So we got to factor that in. And what I mean, miss a three and tip slam, his own miss.
Yeah.
Seen it with my own eyes.
Seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, I mean, Giannis better get ready to throw lobs to Wemby. That's what, if you want to play point guard, Giannis, you need to figure out how to do that, which is not that hard because his wingspan's so crazy.
Having him at the point.
So I just like real quick, because you mentioned KD going to Golden State and how that like was perfect. Like KD was perfect in that situation. Like KD was absolutely the best player on the Golden State Warriors.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. But it was like, listen, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get a ring. I'm willing. And he was finals MVP. Right. And so we all knew that it was like KD really has the most complete game. He's the best pure scorer. But truthfully, our offense runs better when we run that motion system where everyone's thriving. Right. And at the end of the Golden State era was when KD was like, you know what? Bump this. I'm done with all this motion nonsense. Just ISO on me and let me get busy. And it was like, ooh, this is starting to get a little friction, right? Because like that style of play for a bucket getter of those guys' caliber isn't that fun, really. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of mileage on the body.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, from their perspective, does any other team make sense than San Antonio? And the other team that makes sense is Oklahoma City, but no one wants to think about how awful that would be for everybody.
Oh.
I will say this. I don't think it makes sense for the other team, but from Milwaukee's perspective, there's nothing better than getting your own picks back when you're tanking. And so to a degree, and I don't want this. I'm just going to go on the record. I mean, you could probably tell I don't want Portland to trade for Giannis for obvious reasons. But I could see them trying to figure out a way to get their 28 and 30 first-round picks back. But you're not getting Denny, which is probably what they would want. Denny and some other, maybe Rob Williams or something. But I just cannot see that happening.
I was going to say, I don't know, you scoop back. You scoop back in the deal.
You'd have to put Scoot in the deal, and I think they would do that. I don't know how, I mean, we saw the Dame and Giannis experience and how it went. Didn't go that well. So I don't know why they would try to run that back. It's like, it's like when the Chicago Bulls and Sacramento Kings basically just swapped seats, right? Like it was like, DeMar and Zach LaVine. Like we saw it was largely the same as it was in Chicago. Not great.
Chicago,
way worse.
Chicago, by the way, not good anymore.
I told people, I said this team's not good. Do not believe in this 5-0 start to the season. It's fugazi. And people were like, oh, Trysta, you're such a hater.
Draymond say that?
The funny thing is, they're the same exact team that they were to start the season.
Yeah.
They're scoring 100. They're just losing these games now where they score 100. I think they had a game a couple of days ago that I looked at where they scored like 100 or 101. It was like, oh, what happened?
Right.
But not like it's the same basketball team. They're playing the exact same way. It's just the league plays like that now. It's like, oh, this is what they're doing. Okay.
Got them.
Okay. Yeah, got them. They're still fun to watch. Put them on League Pass. It is enjoyable as hell. Because, you don't have to worry about a LSU Alabama defensive slugfest when they're playing.
No, you don't. How did you guys feel about the weirdness of this Chris Paul go home?
It's pretty weird. Yeah. It's pretty weird. Like, it's not like he just signed with the Clippers this offseason. Like, the majority of his legacy is the Los Angeles Clippers. Like, it's the Clippers and, the Hornets / New Orleans, whatever. Charlotte / New Orleans. Yeah, it was pretty weird. And there's a lot of Chris Paul detractors, so they're eating this up.
Yeah, I saw a report that Harden and him weren't getting along, and I was like, well, yeah. Did they ever patch things up?
Didn't we already know that? Yeah.
We already know. Like, they couldn't stand each other in Houston. It was one of those, it's either him or me headlines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that led to the Russell Westbrook trade, did it not? I mean, that was a whole part of that. So Yeah, I would imagine that they're not any different human beings than they were 7 years ago or whatever it was.
Mm-mm. No, it's still a weird ending, though.
Yeah, I did a little digging. I made some calls to some people closer to the Clippers organization because I was talking to y'all. And they said that it was like, it's one thing for Chris to be annoying and aggravating and holding people accountable when he's raising your floor and like helping you win games, at least a little bit, like he did in Phoenix, like he did in San Antonio, like he did in Houston. Obviously, he raised their floor a lot, like he raised their ceiling. It's another thing when he's like washed Rajon Rondo and he's pissing everybody off and he's, and Ty Lue is like kind of feeling like, well, why are you talking to me like this? You just got chased down by Brandon Pajemski. You're completely cooked. Okay. So I think you get a lot more leeway, no pun intended, because that was what he posted on his story. You get a lot more leeway when you're not the one that's the liability in every way. So, but also I think he's probably telling some truths in terms of holding the front office accountable, being like, these guys stink. Do they not know that Brook Lopez isn't any good anymore? That John Collins has been bouncing around and been in trade rumors when he was in Atlanta every year because of this version of what we see right now? Like, what is this damn team? Why'd you guys make these moves?
Well, and